What are things racist people do that they don't think is racist? This is a long one. I had a coworker when I was a manager in a major retailer. We were running a project that required third-party hiring. Well, in this team was a group of 7 POC who rode together for work. Whenever I was around, they were hard-working and quick to listen. But whenever I was at a different location or off for a few days, I would come back and this manager would brief me on how things went. And every time she would bring up how terrible and rude and lazy this group was. And when I would go out to the floor, they would greet me with things like, "Thank God you're back. We were about to quit." It went on like this until one day I was coming back, halfway through shift, drive time, and the group was leaving. Clearly pissed off. Said they couldn't stand her racist ass anymore. Apparently she accused him of being disrespectful and probably stealing like you people do. They ended up filing a case and reporting her. I was told I was gonna have to provide testimony, as the only other manager present. Right before I got on the call, she actually said, "You know I'm not racist, I have even dated a darkie." I was floored. I held nothing back in the testimony. If we stop immigration of Latino people, who will clean the toilets? Paraphrased quote from Kelly Osbourne trying to be woke. Edit. I do think Kelly wasn't saying Latinos should only clean toilets. My problem is it seems like she's saying we should continue to let Latinos in so they can continue to clean our toilets. Being underpaid. Do the shitty jobs no one else will do because they don't have a choice. What she should have been aiming for is to say, why can't we be humanitarian and respect these hard-working people's right to a better life? Make legal immigration easier. Provide education, training and support so they can become skilled and have better jobs. What if we provided more aid to the people currently living in their own countries so they don't need to flee? Backquote. That's why it's racist, because she's saying what's happening now is okay. We should not be condoning the status quo. Her reason for accepting immigrants equals because surely no white American will want to clean my toilet for exploitative low wage. And we need someone to do it. Assuming any minority with nice things got them with government welfare, drug dealing, or all the money they save from not having to pay taxes because they are illegal immigrants. Exclusion by inclusion. Example: I'm not racist. I like everyone, even black people. Trying to speak for and save black people like we're defenseless baby animals or something. My daughter, who is Mexican, went over to her friend's house to have dinner with their family. They had your normal American dishes while the mother specially made her Mexican food. Say, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I am ashamed to say that in my youth I did and said a lot of the things mentioned in these comments. Thinking that saying, "Oh no, I have a insert minority group here friend," gets them out of saying, doing racist shit. Deleted. Compliments that go like, "You're so," compliment, for, your race. Genocide is usually carried out by people who don't think they're doing anything wrong. Speaking for people of color, but getting pissed at people of color for speaking for themselves. I would call it racist. But definitely super weird and uncomfortable when white people I just met need to regale me with tales of their racist families. Okay, cool dude. I didn't want to know that your uncle thinks I'm a terrorist stealing jobs. Edit. Spelling. Edit 2. Before I go to work. I don't have time to answer every Singe comment yet. But I do appreciate the insights in the replies. Will respond when I get a chance. Much love, Heart. Qualifying any achievement with the person's race, i.e. low expectations, being surprised the person was able to achieve something, despite, of their race. Refer to a black person as clean and groomed, as if it's something rare and special. Every time a black person applied for a job at my old job, this old white lady who was involved in interviews would say, "He was clean and didn't have those dreads," or something similar. Edit. I didn't expect to get so many replies, so here is some more context for the lady who used to sit in on the interviews. I never heard her refer to anyone white as clean or well-groomed, specifically. On multiple occasions after interviewing with a black candidate, she would say something like, "He could never be a technician in insert wealthier, primarily white neighborhood name." The company itself had multiple HR complaints by technicians against her and another manager for inappropriate and racially insensitive issues. One of the managers she was friends with outside of work was reported for using the N-word at work, and management tried to sweep it under the rug until they were forced to fire the manager for shoving a Hispanic technician on a job site in front of customers. The customers saw it out of their window and reported it to corporate, so there was no way around it. And no sweeping it under the rug at that point. I left the job because working around people like this made me sick.